Alright guys, so today we're going to do a quick review on the NASDAQ. Now this right here, what I have in front of you is a weekly chart. So each candle is a week long. And currently we are trading in this candle right over here. So if you quickly take a look at the weekly candles and the weekly chart, we can see that today, Monday, the NASDAQ took out the previous week's high. And you can see the candle, after it traded to this candle's high, is now dropping lower. So this right here was a area of interest that the market took out, and now is coming back down. Our target and our goal and what we want to find out based on this information is the market going to go lower? And if it is going to go lower, where is the market going to target? Where is our target? And we want to look for certain patterns to occur to tell us, hey, you know what, the market is actually truly going lower now. It failed to take out these highs here, took out the previous week's high, and now it's moving lower. So I'm not going to set a specific bias as of now, but I would be interested to seeing price go lower. And when I see these indications, what I want to do as a trader is look for the areas where price would like to go to and try to catch a trade to that level. Now in this case, we can see on the weekly chart, we have a swing low here. Okay, so we got a swing low right here. And we also have a weekly buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency right over here. So we're going to put a little mark right here, and we're going to put this right over here. So already when we see this chart, the first thing that comes to mind is, okay, you know what? We have potential to go aim for the previous week's low into this swing low here and potentially down to this imbalance right over here. So having that mindset, now I'm going to quickly go to the monthly chart just so we can have an understanding of where the overall higher time frame direction could be. So looking at the monthly, where we have our weekly BISI here, this is previous month's low, July low, and in that there's also an imbalance, which is a bigger imbalance right over here. So we do have some sort of indication where we can determine, okay, you know what, price could likely move down and come down to these levels. And the reason why I focus on the higher time frame is because I want to understand overall, okay, you know what, this is where we can go, and it could take probably a month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and we're going to dive into what will drive the markets when it comes to the economic calendar and what news there is. But for now, we'll start with this here. So now we have our weekly levels here. Took out the previous week high, could go lower to the previous week low, this swing low here, and this imbalance right over here. Now let's go to the daily chart. All right, so we'll zoom in a little bit more on this chart here. This is a perfect swing low here that we marked down on our weekly level. And this also here is the previous week low and the swing low right over here. So this right here would probably be my target versus this one here, just because of the swing low and it's on the daily area here. Now looking at it from here on these candles, what do we see here? What I see here is the previous day high has been taken, coming back down below the 50% of this range. The candle opens right here. Where can we go? Right over here, this imbalance. So as we can see, the weekly direction overall, we have a swing low, the imbalance right over here. But zooming into the daily candles, so we can, you know, snipe out our scalps for day trading. And by the way, I will be posting a review for tomorrow. I can probably go live and start that, but I will be trying to post a video every day with some content and how my day went and which trade I took, and have a quick trade recap on a daily basis. So this is the first video. This is my first time, you know, doing a screen recording. So bear with me. There could be some mistakes that will be made, but as we keep going, we will get better, and the mistakes will also go lower with your feedback. Now we have here a imbalance that we want to fill on the daily charts. Now again, like I said, higher time frame, I'm looking to see price go to these swing lows, imbalance right here. And the nearest point of interest that I could have on a daily candle is this imbalance right over here. So I want to see price move down, take the previous day low, come back down, and aim for this daily imbalance. Now, when will this happen? again, tomorrow we have CPI data coming out, which is a red folder news. So that could be something that could drive the market all the way down to this imbalance right over here. But I want to see how CPI will form. We don't trade ahead of CPI. I want to see how the news forms, what price does, and from there I want to have some trades and start kind of looking for setups. But that's all subject to what happens tomorrow. We can possibly reach this area tomorrow and bounce back up, or come back lower for these swing lows. We'll find out tomorrow when the news drops. But I am thinking when the news drops, at least we come down to this level right over here. So daily candle, swing low. We also kind of have a swing low right over here. I'm going to mark this one out. But ultimately we have this here, which I will do a little bit, mark it a little bit thicker, just so there's more liquidity here because it's on a weekly versus a daily. Now going down to our lower time frame on the 4 hour. Okay, so on the 4 hour, what we see here is a couple of things. First, we see that the price has filled this imbalance, almost 75% of it. And this is where the close happened for the day. This was Monday's close right over here. And the price opened, and now we are trading above. Now, what I want to see is if we hold this imbalance and we fail to go lower and we see price moving up, there could be a possibility where we could be going for these highs here, do a Judas here or right over here, and go back lower down to this here. So really what I want to know is when the CPI data comes out, will it break through this 4 hour imbalance, go down to this daily and come back up? And if it does come back up, I would look for long setups to this high and see what the market is doing at that moment. And if it doesn't and it fails to hold these levels and comes back down, I want to see the price go lower to this swing low right over here on the daily. And at the bare minimum, filling in this gap completely. So we have a lot of room in this area. We are trading into a premium. So we want to know on our daily range where we stand. If you look closely, we are trading in a premium. I'm going to go to 4 hour right here. And we also have this 4 hour sell side imbalance that we are respecting and reacting off of. Okay? So we have this level here that we're holding on to, and we also have this level here that we're holding on to. Now, typically speaking, price action before news is very rangy. We have our areas of interest marked out on the higher time frame coming down all the way to the 4 hour chart. Typically speaking, my reviews on analysis when it comes to day trading, it goes from weekly, daily, 4 hour, and sometimes the 1 hour. My execution, however, is on the 15 and 5 and 1. That's where I have those charts open when it comes to taking a trade and risk management. But when it comes to overall sentiment, overall areas of interest and where the liquidity is resting, I like to typically go as low as the 4 hour or very rarely sometimes the 1 hour. Because I find that price respects 4 hour and daily and weekly levels very, very strongly. And less chances of fake outs and a better clear picture of what's going on. So on a daily, we can see like overall we are on a uptrend. Sorry, on a 1 hour chart, we can see that we are overall on a uptrend. Like I said, there are certain things I want to see in price, like this area right over here. This here for you guys so you can take a look. Like this area right over here. Will price go above here, respect this block, or go higher and keep going higher? So I want to see really on the 1 hour trend if it will hold the trend as it's going up, or when it starts to break structure, like goes below this, and you can see the uptrend gets violated when price for example, like if this is the uptrend, if price goes like here, now okay, the price kind of has broken its uptrend. So I want to see really if it holds these key levels that we've highlighted. We do have the week ahead of us has multiple red folder news days, so we can see some volatility in the market and price doing some big moves and coming down to these areas where liquidity is resting on each of these swing lows on this uptrend if it breaks structure towards the downside. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can go live right at 9 a.m. If not, I will still trade and I will record my screen and we'll do a trade recap in the PM time to see how the day went and how our analysis held up based on what we talked about today. That is all for today. Thank you so much for listening in. These are the starting of the content on this channel. And if you like this video or learned from it, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, hit a comment so we can, pop up on more people's feeds. That way we can benefit more people on how we can make money from your home and quit your 9 to 5 so you can do better things in life. And all the good stuff that comes with this skill set. Thank you and have a great night.